Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So the readings are being done slightly different now, really just to save on time, and a lot of people say they don't really like the longer readings. Some of you do, some of you don't. It's just the way it is. So this month we're going to do 3 readings in one reading. Your first reading is going to be for you guys who are coupled up, or you're kind of attached with someone. Your second reading will be for single Sagittarius, so they're 2 love readings. One for couples, those of you who are attached, the second one for you singles, and the third reading, which is a 5-card reading, is a general reading, okay? If you look in the description bar, you should see where your reading is. So if you only want to look at singles, it might be that it starts at 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but the first reading will always be for couples and those of you who are attached. Look at the description bar to see where your reading is, and where the last reading will be the general reading. So have a look in the description bar to see what time those readings start. Okay, Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in for love for Sagittarians who are coupled up or attached to someone. Show me what's coming in for those Sagittarians who are in a couple or if they're attached to someone. What's coming in March 2018 for those Sagittarians who are coupled up or attached to someone? Show me. Alright, we're going to split the deck into 3 like so. Collect it back up and let's have a look. Right, so the energies around you guys, it's either that you're bored with the relationship, it might be somebody else's if you're in a coupled up attached relationship. It might be that somebody is rejecting you or you are rejecting an individual. The energy around you is about 4 of Cups in a love reading, but especially when you're in a relationship, it might be that somebody's acting a bit weird, they're being a bit off. It might be that you're dealing with a commitment phobe as well with the 4 of Cups. Could be a Cancerian for some of you guys. Your challenge is the Magician. So the Magician can show us somebody who's quite manipulative as well. So if this person's rejecting you, the energies around you are of rejection, it might be because they're quite manipulative. Magicians can often show us people who are quite illusionists as well. So this can be a narcissistic individual. This can be somebody who starts something, but the Magician doesn't promise to finish it. It just says it starts it. It might also be starting on a new path in a relationship with the Magician energy, and that might be why somebody seems to be, I think the energies are that somebody might be rejecting you, they might not be into it, you might not be into it as well with that 4 of Cups, Sagittarius. The root issue for this relationship is all about a commitment, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents commitments, marriages, that type of thing, making a relationship more official, strong unions. Might be the root issue. It might be a religious factor as well. Hierophants can come in when it talks about a religious or a social factor in a relationship. In the recent past, you guys have experienced, though, the Empress. So the Empress in the recent past would be about marriage again. Empresses can be about marriages, they can be about pregnancies, they can also be about nurturing the relationship. So what you might have experienced is love and nurturing within this relationship in the recent past, but the most likely outcome for this relationship will be the World energy. World is difficult because it can represent that you get what you want in the end. There's great success, there's great happiness here, there's a great achievement, and worlds can also represent where something is at the end of a phase. Coming in, what you're going to experience, guys, is the High Priestess. High Priestess can show somebody who's being aloof. So for some of you guys, it might be in your relationship, somebody's being a little bit aloof, being a little bit distant. It might be that somebody's not contacting you, they're not calling you, that type of thing. They're holding a lot of hidden information. You guys right now are showing as the Emperor. So the energy around you, if it's an external factor, this might be the person that you're dealing with. Could be an Aries or a Cancerian person. This is usually an Aries card, though, the Emperor. Emperors, in terms of love, they can represent people who are very, they've got blocked energy. So an emperor can be somebody who wants things all their own way. An emperor can be where it's very difficult to communicate with an individual. Somebody's very set in their ways as an emperor. It might be that you're just simply dealing with an emperor, somebody who wants, who doesn't want to diversify, who has certain boundaries. It might be that you're experiencing somebody who's put big boundaries up around them as well with the Emperor energy. If this is you, Sagittarius, it might be with this card that what you want is you want structure, you want order, and you want stability in a relationship. And it might be that somebody's rejecting that. The energies around you is that somebody's rejecting that because of the Hierophant. Could be because they're religious factors, it could be, might be social factors, but it also might be simply because of the commitment and the union. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Lovers. So it might be that there is a choice that's going to need to be made. The hopes or fears, well, the hopes are for a commitment, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about a strong love union with the Six of Cups energy, and the outcome shows us the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is difficult because the Page of Pentacles in terms of love talks about needing to look at a relationship responsibly. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles in a love reading often shows somebody who needs to evaluate. And in order to to evaluate or to speculate what you want to do with this relationship, you might need to take a little bit of time out to do that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you, and also Page of Pentacles, usually in the upright, this person is cautious, but they're still kind of interested in the relationship. I thought with the Page of Pentacles being the outcome, though, this is really saying for you guys who are in a relationship or you're attached to someone that Page of Pentacles can though represent an offer as well. It depends if you get another court card facing it, might be an offer towards you as a result of the Lover's energy, which could be sort of reconnecting. Let's get why some clarifiers on the go. So why is it the external factors or Sagittarius is showing as being the Emperor in March 2018? Okay. Well, I think that you've got an Emperor around you. I think you've got somebody who's very staunch, somebody who sets boundaries. I think that you've got a very kind of difficult energy, a difficult person, I would probably say, with that Emperor energy. I think with the Page of Swords, I think that this person's putting their boundaries up, because I feel that with the Page of Swords, they still feel that there's a lot more to research. There might be a lot more to learn around this individual. It might be that you're experiencing in your external factors a very authoritative individual here who might be communicating in such a way. When you get the Page of Swords, this can be somebody who's very difficult to communicate with. They might be abusive, they might be rude, they might be difficult to communicate. It might be that this Emperor is communicating with you in a way that you don't particularly like, with the Page of Swords energy showing there. And as a result of that, the energies around you are the Four of Cups, and this is a card about rejecting love or not being sure whether you want it with that Four of Cups energy. Or you might be experiencing an emotionally distant or unavailable individual. I think that this person's either not sure. It's either you're not sure whether you want love with this person, or this person with the Four of Cups isn't sure whether they want love. They're not sure whether their heart is open to love. Because I feel that the root issue is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, let's see what shows with this Hierophant energy showing here. Right, I think that committing to you with that Hierophant is carrying a lot of pressure. It could be also with Hierophant, you've got family factors that come into play. So for some of you guys, it might be the root issue is a family. The Hierophant energy, a family, a unit, for example, with that Hierophant, that's putting a lot of pressure on this individual. Or it might be that committing to you with the Hierophant, their own beliefs, their own traditional ideas are putting a lot of burdens. Or just simply with the Hierophant, it's about making this relationship more united with the Hierophant energy. Might be putting a lot of pressure on them with the Ten of Wands energy. In the recent past, you guys would have experienced the Empress, and let's have a look at what this Empress might be about. Okay, well, it's good. Some of you guys, it might be a pregnancy. You've got the Empress here, and the Three of Cups is usually about the celebration. Could be a baby shower or celebration over a pregnancy with the Empress energy, or maybe nurturing with that Empress energy has brought in a sense of, with the Three of Cups, celebration and happiness and joy. Could also be in the recent past, maybe there's been a mother figure or another woman. If you're a woman watching this and it's about a man, and it might be, Three of Cups can be third party situations as well. Your challenge, or what's the influences on the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups in March 2018, is the Magician showing up here. I think the challenge for you guys is with this Magician. It might be that this person is showing as the Magician here, but it might be that this person with the Fool energy represents somebody who's only in something for the short term. They can represent when you get it, but the Magician walks into the Fool walks into the Magician, and if you notice, they're both cards that represent new starts and new opportunities. So it might be with the Magician, the challenge is starting possibly a new opportunity or a new road or a new path in this relationship, and it might be that's why the energies around you, that this person is not happy about entering into this relationship. This person with the Four of Cups isn't happy to open their heart to this with the Ace of Cups energy, and as a result of that, the most likely outcome will be the World energy showing up here. Well, I feel that there is more than anything with this World card, the recognition, a great recognition especially maybe from this other person's point of view, that there needs to be, with the Seven of Cups energy, a look at this situation from all angles, because the Seven of Cups can be many choices that somebody needs to make. So the world isn't just about the ending of a phase. The world can also be, well, looking at this from a worldly view, from an all-round, a 360-degree view, looking at the situation from a more mature view. It might be that this person says, well, you know, I need to look at different options. I need to kind of fathom out whether I actually want to go for this thing, actually whether I want to do it, because I get the impression that you've got dealing with a pretty flaky person here. I think with the root issue being for you Sagittarians who are involved with someone, that they're, you know, either their family or a religious situation, or just the commitment is bringing struggles to them. And I think as a result of that, the energies around you being somebody who seems to be emotionally unavailable when it comes to opening their heart to you with the Ace of Cups, I think the most likely outcome is going to be that with the world energy, something new is coming in, and whatever it is that's news that's coming in, whatever new phase you're going through with that world card, or whatever mature aspect you're looking at this relationship from, especially with this person, I think it's going to bring in the Seven of Cups. I think it's going to bring in a time to evaluate and a time to kind of sort through the difficulties in the relationship, because the Seven of Cups represents when somebody's got a lot on their mind. They need to make a lot of choices. They need to try and put certain things in order. It's time to put things in order, but everything in this reading looks to me like you've got something with someone and it looks good, but they're just not sure whether they actually want to take it further. You've got the High Priestess coming in here. Could be another person, but also this can be somebody who's acting very, very aloof with the High Priestess energy. Yeah, I think there's somebody who's acting very aloof. And I think that they're acting aloof so that they can block you out. They're acting aloof and they're being very, very distant, I would say, with the Seven of Wands energy, because the Seven of Wands represents somebody who's often rejecting you. So rejection cards within the tarot can be cards like the Four of Wands, Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands can show somebody who's rejecting you. And I feel with the High Priestess, this person's going to be very aloof, and I think that this is going to bring in, and also they're not going to tell you, because the High Priestess represents somebody who doesn't say, they don't tell, they don't speak, they don't tell what's on their mind. So it might be what you experience is this person with the High Priestess, it might be that they don't tell you that they actually want to call the relationship off, for some of you guys Sagittarius with that Seven of Wands, and what you'd experience coming in is the Lovers. Or it might be they're not telling you that they're struggling with that Seven of Wands energy, and you're going to experience the Lovers coming in with this card. Okay, so I feel that with what you'll experience is a change, because you've got the Lover's energy, but you've got the Six of Swords. So one of you wants to move on, I feel, from the relationship. The Lover's card is all about a partnership, a relationship, but the Six of Swords is outside of that, and it's moving on from that relationship, whether it had been before or not. I mean, I feel that if the Six of Swords had been before it, it would have said that this person needs to take a bit of a break while they try and find clarity on the relationship. But I feel that what you'll experience is distance, and for some of you guys, it might just be a pause or a break, or somebody's going to want to move outside of the Lover's energy showing up here, because the hopes for you guys will be the Six of Cups. And let's have a look at what shows with the Six of Cups. Okay. Well, I feel that the hopes will be that within this relationship with that Six of Cups, this person would invest with the Seven of Pentacles energy, or the Seven of Pentacles can be a time to evaluate whether you want to connect, whether you want to be in this relationship, because the Seven of Coins is all about evaluation of whether you want to invest in a relationship, and the Six of Cups is about the actual relationship. So invest emotionally in this relationship. So the fears will be that this person will want to take time out to evaluate whether they want to connect with you, whether they feel that this is the right relationship for them. I don't think it's coming from you, I think it's coming from the person, and the outcome shows the Page of Pentacles. Well, I'm feeling a couple of things about these cards, because I've got a tarot interaction going on here, but it's with the Hermit. And I don't know whether it's you guys here, Sagittarius, that are offering something to this person that seems to be withdrawing. I'm wondering if you're going to be contacting them and asking them what they want, because I'm seeing a tarot interaction going on here. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles offering something to the Hermit. Okay, some of you guys, it might be with the Page of Pentacles, you're acting responsibly and you're looking at the relationship and you're looking at whether there is the potential for you guys to, with this Hermit energy, possibly enter a new phase in the relationship. It might be that you want to offer something to the person who's withdrawn, because I'm getting somebody withdrawing from you, because we've got this lovers coming in, this partnership, and somebody wants to move on from it. So I think, and also I think the person that wants to move on from it, Sagittarius, you guys who are coupled up, is the person who's showing as the High Priestess. I think this person's not telling you that they don't have time for the relationship at the moment. It might be they're not telling you that they're just dealing with a lot of stuff at the moment and they don't really have time for the relationship. And therefore I feel that there's going to be some sort of break or some form of pause on the relationship as one of you is going to move out of it. And I think as a result, and I think that your fears will be that this person will need to take time out to deliberate, to evaluate whether they want to invest with the Seven of Coins in this relationship with the Six of Cups. And that's why some of you guys, it might be that you're trying to present something to this person that's withdrawn. Maybe you're trying to offer something to them. Page of Coins can show somebody who's literally offering something. It doesn't always mean a ring or anything like that. Sometimes this can mean, look, would you like to go for dinner? Would you like to go out? Would you like to do something? Some of you guys, it might be that you're evaluating, should I invest in this person that's withdrawing from me? Because the Page of Coins can be a card about investment as well. You're investing the Ace of Coins, the potential. You know, you're looking at this Ace of Coins and you're saying, is there the potential for a long-term investment with this person that's withdrawn? So some of you guys, I feel that is a time to evaluate a relationship in March 2018, because I think that somebody's rejecting you, and it might be, we'll go through this reading quickly again. I think I think this is the Emperor. I think this is the person that you're dealing with. In your external factors, it's showing a person, this Emperor energy. And I think that this person, with the Page of Swords, it's difficult in terms of love, because it can represent somebody's either communicating with you. So if they are communicating, then they've sent you a message with that Page of Swords, that Page of Swords energy. They might have communicated with the Page of Swords and said, look, I'm not sure whether I want to do this right now. They might have sent you an email, a text message with the Page of Swords. I think this Emperor has communicated something, but I think it might not be something that's very good. The Page of Swords can also show that you're hiding something, you're holding back a secret. So it's either somebody's communicating something to you that's not very nice, or somebody has held back on some information. Because as a result of that, the energies around you in March 2018 will be that you guys will experience, I think this is the same person, I think the Four of Cups is the same as the Emperor. I think that you're going to experience somebody who's emotionally unavailable to opening up to this relationship with the Ace of Cups, because I think that this person's struggling. Ten of Wands, either with committing to you, Sagittarius, possibly with a religious factor, possibly a family situation here. But I think that you have experienced some nurturing, some happiness. Some of you guys, it might be pregnancy, for example, but with the Empress and the Three of Cups. But there's been something good, something lovely that you've celebrated or you've been happy about. Can also be a woman involved in a third-party situation with that Three of Cups energy. But I think if somebody's been really nurturing to you and really kind, and it's almost like they're giving you mixed messages for some of you guys, I feel the challenge is starting this new path with the Magician and that Fool energy. And that's why, and it might also be that your challenge is you're dealing with a manipulator in the Magician energy, somebody who only wants something for the short term with the Fool. They just want to have a bit of fun, but they don't really want to commit to it. And that might be why you guys are experiencing somebody who's emotionally unavailable to opening up to love here. And I think that the most likely outcome will be that from a mature perspective with the World energy, you're going to have to look at the choices. You know, you're going to have to look at real choices that you're going to have to make, because I think that this person will be very reluctant with that High Priestess to really tell you that they're struggling with the relationship with the Seven of Wands. And it might be that what you have coming in is that this relationship, one of you moves on from it with the Lovers and the Six of Swords energy, and it might be the person that you're interested in, because your hopes would be that this person, well, fears, I think, would be that within this connection that you have with this individual, that this person needs time to evaluate whether they want to invest. And I think the outcome is either going to be you guys kind of trying to present something to somebody who's withdrawn, or you might be with the Page of Pentacles assessing or evaluating whether you want to invest with this Page of Pentacles energy in somebody who seems to be consistently in a state of deliberation. So I feel that by the end of March you're going to be really thinking about, do I really want to invest in a relationship with somebody who doesn't seem to want to put the work in? One moment they're, you know, lovey-dovey with me, the next minute they seem to be very, very distant from me. Let's have a look at for you singles coming in. Let's just get the cards. back in order here. Let's see what we can see for the single reading. There could also, I suppose, with the Page of Pentacles, be potential or an offer coming from a Virgo individual with that Hermit in the outcome, or somebody who's quite a bit older than you. Let's have a look. So we've got, for the singles, Universe Spirit, what do you see coming in for single Sagittarians for March 2018? What do you see coming in for single Sagittarians in terms of love in March 2018? What's coming in for single Sagittarians in terms of love for March 2018? Show me. Alright, so let's split the deck into three like so. God, that came out third time. Okay, it came out for a couple of other signs as well. You guys are feeling really happy. The focus is on feeling contentment, feeling happy. For some of you guys, the focus might be on social gatherings, going out partying, that type of thing, meeting people that way with the Nine of Cups. But mainly it's on feeling contented and happy. Sexual energy is also around the Nine of Cups because it's a card about pleasure. So the focus might be on having a lot of pleasure for some of you singles. Your challenge though, and it's because of the Two of Cups. So some of you guys might have met someone with that Two of Cups energy showing there. The root issue for the Nine of Cups is because you've had a struggle, and I think that you guys, as a result of that struggle, you're focusing on just feeling good about yourselves with the Nine of Cups energy, because I think in the distant past you did struggle with the Ten of Wands, and I think that in the recent past you guys have been spending time, it could be with friends and family, with the Three of Cups, enjoying yourself, for example, that type of thing. The most likely outcome for love for you guys will be Judgment. Some of you guys, it could be second time around with the Judgment energy. It might be the renewal of a relationship, or because the root issue is that you guys have been struggling, or you face some form of a burden or a struggle, might be the most likely outcome with the Judgment energy. Shows that there's going to be a massive change and a massive release from that with the Judgment energy showing there. Coming in, what you guys will experience, I think you're going to experience a text message, some form of communication with the Page of Swords energy. You guys right now are the Queen of Cups, so I feel that you guys are in a place of healing right now. Sagittarius, I feel that you're in a place of feeling a sense of understanding, because when you get the Queen of Cups, she's somebody who's done a lot of introspection. She's like a hermit card. Sometimes she can be like a high priestess, but I feel that you guys have gone through a phase of seeking healing. I think that you are feeling a lot better with this Queen of Cups, and I think that there's also a certain understanding of a situation here, because the root issue is that you did struggle, and I think in the recent past you've just gone out there and you said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to have a really good time with my friends. And I think that what's influencing you is that you've probably, when you went out, what's going to happen is that you meet someone who you really connect with, and that's why you're feeling so happy around the month of March 2018, Sagittarius, for you single people, because there's a new phase that's coming with the Judgment. There's been a release and a new phase coming in. I'm seeing communication with the Page of Swords. Influence is coming in. You're feeling happy. Some of you guys, this might be a soulmate connection that you have coming in. The fears of the devil. The devil is toxic energy. It's about repeating patterns. And the outcome shows Three of Swords. That's interesting while we've got that in the outcome. Let's have a look at what's going on. Why is Sagittarius showing us the Queen of Cups? Why is Sagittarius showing us the Queen of Cups? Okay. So I feel that you've done a lot of introspection, you guys, in March 2018. I think you're going to be going through a very strong emotional stage within your life for you single guys in March 2018, and I think it's over a very sort of conflictive situation. I think that there were great worries and there were great pressures, and there was a dispute in a relationship, and I think that you're doing a lot of kind of introspection and thinking about that with that Queen of Cups and that Five of Wands energy, because the root issue for you guys is about the Ten of Wands. And let's have a look what shows with the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I think that it was either that somebody was struggling to tell you something, because you've got the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands and the High Priestess can mean that somebody who's struggling to tell you something, somebody who's struggling with a secret, or it could be that you guys have been struggling with being on your own, because the High Priestess, when you look at cards that show people who are single, Nine of Pentacles is one, Hermit is another one, the High Priestess obviously is another one. It shows somebody who's quite aloof, who's quite distant. So it might be the root issue is somebody was struggling struggling to tell you something with the High Priestess, or some of you guys might have been struggling to be on your own. But I think that the Three of Cups in the recent past, let's have a look why you've got the Three of Cups in the recent past. Oh. So I think that you guys have made a connection with someone, and I think it might be positive in the recent past with that Three of Cups and the Star card, or it might be that you've made really good alliances with people with the Three of Cups, and it's been really positive. It's been really cleansing for some of you guys, I feel, with the Star energy. And what's influencing you this month, in the month of March 2018, is the Two of Cups energy showing up here. Okay, so what's influencing you? I think there's a relationship that's been put on hold with the Hanged Man energy. I could have said maybe a relationship with a Pisces individual, but I think it's more than likely the influences around you this month are a relationship that's been put on hold with the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. And as a result of that, the focus for you guys will be this Nine of Cups energy. And the Nine of Cups energy is all about being happy with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I knew this was going to show up. I knew Five of Cups was going to come. I think you're going to be happy despite feeling sad with the Five of Cups energy, okay? So the Nine of Cups means that you're feeling happy, and when you get the Five of Cups with it, it can mean that somebody puts on a happy face despite feeling sad. So I feel that you're, and I think it is that the root issue is somebody's been struggling to say something to you, as well as you guys struggling with the silence and struggling with the distance and struggling to be on your own. And I think as a result of that, your focus will be on being happy despite feeling let down or disappointed, in which the most likely outcome will be judgment for some of you single people. Let's see what shows up with the judgment energy. Yeah, I'm seeing a reconnection with the King of Cups. So the most likely outcome is going to be a reconnection with the King of Cups for some of you Sagittarians. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces person. Okay, so I feel that there's what's influencing you right now is that there is a relationship here in which I think a Pisces person, potentially, it could be Pisces Hanged Man, but I think that the Two of Cups is that a relationship that somebody is possibly taking a step back and needs to think about with that Hanged Man. Also a relationship that's been put on hold. But I think you guys, the focus for March 2018, Sagittarius, for you single people, will be on being happy despite feeling disappointed. But the most likely outcome could be that you've got a second chance, or there's going to be a renewal of a relationship with a King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian person, or somebody who genuinely actually still has feelings for you. Coming in, you're going to experience the Page of Swords, and I'm seeing this as perhaps being some communication, could be via email or text with that Page of Swords. It could be good news coming in. So you've got the Page of Rods. It could be about a meeting or to do something fun. So I'm seeing an email, a text, and I think it's going to be about a meeting or to do something fun with that Page of Wands energy. It looks like it's good news. Somebody's going to be inviting you to do something real fun, this person. And I think what you'll experience coming in, you single Sagittarians, is the Ten of Cups energy showing here. But I think that you're going to experience some tension. That Ten of Cups shows there about the relationship. It could be, on an outing, doing something with this individual. But I think with the Nine of Rods, it's either that you guys are going to be expecting. The Nine of Wands can also show somebody who's got some high expectations. So it might be that you're expecting you guys to come back together with the Ten of Cups. I think this person might invite you to do something, and what you'll expect, whether you do this thing with this person or not, with that, I think it's more than likely going to be that you're going to be expecting with that Nine of Rods. If you look at the Nine of Rods, he's looking across at the Ten of Cups in real anticipation. So I think you guys are going to really be anticipating that you guys are going to get back together with an individual, because your fears are the devil. Or it could be your hopes. No, the devil. Your fears are the devil and the Nine of Swords. So the devil is problems. It's struggles. It's burdens. Bringing worry with the Nine of Swords energy. Okay, this can be abuse. This can be a toxic relationship. But it's not a good card sometimes. Sometimes it's good if you want to have fun. Sometimes it's... it depends on how you want to see it. If you've got the Two of Cups with it, it can be that you're bound by a relationship. So it's a karmic tie, but you're it might be that your fears that there are too many problems that are keeping you guys really from being together in this relationship, causing worries and hurt. It might be that your worries that this person is going to cause you a lot of hurt. The outcome is the Three of Swords. Let's have a look what shows with this Three of Swords. Okay, so and the Five of Swords. I think it's not going to end very well for some of you guys, because the Three of Swords, I feel the outcome is saying that there's going to be some heartbreak or disappointment here, okay, as a result of conflict with the Five of Swords energy. Okay, so I feel that whatever it is that's going on here for you single people, I feel that you guys, let's go through the reading quickly again for you guys who are single. I think, Sagittarius, you guys are doing a lot of emotional introspection over a dispute, problems, worries within a relationship. Even though it's a single reading, it seems to be showing that the Five of Wands, because the root issue is, I think for you guys, you've been struggling. It's either that you're struggling with, I think you're struggling with somebody's silence, or you're struggling because somebody's been really, really aloof with you. I think in the recent past, you guys will have experienced something that was positive in this relationship. It could be that the Three of Cups is coming together with this individual and it looked really positive, but I feel that, or it could have been an agreement or a reconciliation with the Star energy that looked really, really positive, but I feel the challenge is that this relationship has still been put on hold with that Two of Cups and the Hanged Man, and as a result of that, you guys will be focusing on being happy despite your sadness and disappointment. The most likely outcome could be that there'll be renewal. Doesn't say how long it's going to last though, but renewal or a call out of the blue from this individual. I think this King of Cups here is the person that's caused you all the pain. Sagittarius coming in, I'm seeing communication, I'm seeing a message coming in. I don't think it's from a Page of Wands though. I think it's a message to do something. I think it's a message that brings excitement. I think it's a message to go out and, you know, do a nice kind of activity, that type of thing. Go out for a drink, whatever it is with the Page of Rods. And I think that you guys will be anticipating with that Nine of Swords that you are going to come back together with an individual. But I feel that, you know, your fears will be the devil, that there are too many burdens that are going to bring problems to this relationship with the Nine of Swords. And I feel that you might be right, because I feel that the outcome is going to be the Three of Swords. It's either that you just don't meet this person again, or it could be that there's disappointment with the Three of Swords. Maybe this person cuts you out with the Five of Swords, or disappointment because you can't reach any type of agreement with the Five of Swords energy, or you're feeling hurt because this person seems to be with the Five of Swords not genuine enough, because the Five of Swords represents somebody who seeks to get empowerment from others by, you know, taking away their power, by being smug, by lying, by being cruel, for example. So I think that's what you guys are going to, and I think it will bring the World in. Okay, because the World card represents the ending of a phase. So I think there's disappointment showing up here, but I feel that in this disappointment, you guys will probably look to cut this in. It might be that there's also third parties are Three of Swords, so it might be that you find out this person's with somebody else. You happen to cut them out, bring in an end to this situation. Okay, so unfortunately for you singles, I think that your mind is still very much on someone. For some of you guys, it could be the potential is to talk to this person to you know, try and rectify a situation, but I don't think it will go it will go the way that some of you guys would like it to go. Let's get the general reading and see what the general reading is saying for you Sagittarians. Okay, so Universe Spirit, what is the in a 5-card cohesive sentence, what is the message that you have for Sagittarians in a general reading? In 5 cards only, what is the message that you have for this general reading for Sagittarians? What is the general message that you have for Sagittarians in the month of March 2018? Show me. Okay. I think for some of you guys, Hierophant can represent a Taurus person, so it might be that there's a Taurus person who is destined with the Wheel of Fortune or fated to come into your life. Because the Knight of Wands can mean to come in, it comes in. When you get knights, they're the coming and goings. And as it's after the Wheel of Fortune, I think that there is a Taurus individual. It might be with the Hierophant that this is a teacher. So for some of you guys, it might be that you have a messenger or you have a teacher or a mentor that's destined with the Wheel of Fortune to come in with that Knight of Wands energy. And the Knight of Wands is actually you, Sagittarians, and you're racing towards your destiny here. So it could be that there is a messenger or a mentor or somebody who's providing guidance to you that could bring changes with the Wheel of Fortune, or you're on the path to destiny, or you're fated to, maybe, because the fate card is between this Hierophant and you. You're both sharing, I feel, this fate. So it could be there's a Taurus person, or maybe there's a mentor or some guidance that is destined to come your way. I feel Sagittarius here. But I think that you need to be wary of an Emperor. There's a person around you who could bring some conflict with the Five of Wands. Okay, so I do feel that the message is generally, could either be a Taurus individual, the Hierophant energy, or there's some guidance or a mentor that is destined to come your way. Or maybe with the Hierophant there's something like a university or education that you're destined, or there's a new path, or there's a new guidance or a new path that you're destined to follow, I feel here, because the Hierophant can also speak about your inner guidance as well. And I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, this is all about your destiny. You're fated to learn something. The Hierophant is a learn card as well. So I feel that you guys, being the Knight of Wands facing into that Hierophant, I think that you're destined for, and fives represent change, I feel that you're destined. Also, this is a spiritual card as well, and Knight of Wands is also a spiritual card as well. It's a spiritual journey. I think that some form of guidance or something new, it could be education, it could be a university, it could be a mentor, somebody who's helping you. I think that this is some form of help. Okay, I think that you are destined to follow a new path in terms of help, or I feel there's some help coming in here, and I think that it's destined to, with the Knight of Wands as well, put you on a new path. So I feel that you're destined to have some guidance this month, and I think it's going to put you guys on a new path. But I think that you need to beware, because this here of this Emperor, and if you look at the Emperor, he's looking back at you. So this person, can you see how the Emperor is looking back at, let me just say, yeah, he's looking back. Can you see how he's giving the side eye to you? Be careful, because you're destined for some form of change, and you are rushing into that Wheel of Fortune as well. So I feel a mentor, or it could be something that you're learning, something new that you're learning with the Hierophant energy. And I feel that you are destined with this Knight of Wands looking into the Wheel of Fortune. I think that you're destined for some form of a change. But I think there's somebody around you who may not want you to have that change, Sagittarius, because I've got this Hierophant, oopsie daisy, I've got this Emperor looking back at you here. Can you see? Let's get the cards right first. Sorry, I'm not working from my desk at home, you see. So everything has to be held up. I think that this Hierophant here is going to bring some important change. And it's a destined change. It's fated. This Hierophant will bring a change into your life. And he's going to put you on a new path, Sagittarius. But there's somebody, this Emperor is giving you the side eye, and they're looking back at you, and there could be some conflict with that Emperor. It's almost like the Emperor wants to keep you from having some change. I'm seeing somebody who wants to keep you where you are, but you are destined for some change in March 2018. Okay, you might be destined to learn something new, or you might be destined to have some guidance, a guidance individual coming in that puts you on a new course, on a new path. But I think somebody will probably want to keep you where you are. I'm seeing some conflict coming in here with the Five of Wands showing up there. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for your general reading. Alright, that's your reading, Sagittarius. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.